Hey guys, we are Dawn and Seb and Dawn from Performance Play Sports Care in Huntington Beach, and we are locally world famous
chiropractors. If you think you haven't heard of us before, it's probably because maybe you haven't, but now you have. World famous locally, which means people around the block know who we are, but you might not if you're like 3 miles away. So we're going to start with 3 exercises today for a stiff lower back, but before we start, I want to bring everyone's attention to Dawn's hair, since you can't look at it anymore, and since I mentioned what she looks like today, which is going to be, I got to pull it up on my phone, which is a King Charles Cavalier. So everyone just take a look at Dawn's hair, and you're going to be like, yeah, she looks like King Charles Cavalier. So
I didn't know you were saving it for the video.
Yeah. So
so mean to me.
We're going to cover those exercises, and if you guys like what you see, and tell us what exercise works best for you. We're always interested to see which ones work for you, and subscribe to our channel and share. Every time you subscribe, you're going to get the best videos on back-related topics, hips, shoulders, knees, so on, just basically all the cool stuff that you want to see. Okay. So what should we cover first? Maybe what's a good exercise you like? We're going to try to stump each other
Since you're
again.
making fun of my hair, I'm going to pitch you through the worst one.
Okay.
All right, get on your back. Did I bring this for you?
Everybody, if you feel like Dawn looks like a King Charles Cavalier, go ahead and say, yes, I agree, King Charles.
All right, guys. Anyways, so I put a band around Seb's legs here. It's a really, really thick band. Some of you might have those thinner ones at home, which is fine too. I'm going to really torture him though because he's making me angry. He's down in this position and he's going to be doing glute bridges, okay? So Seb, break the band for me as hard as you can. He's going out wide this way with his knees and he's doing glute bridges like so.
Wait, you want to like hurt somebody with back stiffness? Is this going to make them worse?
No.
Why? How?
This is turning on glutes. Glutes are... I don't know what your question was.
Ow,
anyways,
what if my back hurts?
If your back hurts with this one, then what I'm going to do is grab...
Well, you're torturing me, so I got to torture you
I wanted to torture you differently. It's not your turn to talk. It's my turn to talk. Put this on your belly. So he put that on his belly. If you guys have back pain while performing this, you shouldn't. But if you do, sometimes belly stiffness can help. So I put a weight on Seb's belly here. And I'm going to try to push him in really hard right here. And he has to resist me wide, like so. And he's really struggling and giving me that strong struggle face. So that's exactly how you know you're doing it correctly.
How many times would somebody do this?
So we don't usually give like sets and reps for this one. What we do is we tell people to do it till they just can't do it anymore. So put a band around your knees or have somebody push in with your knees. You're going to resist wide while you go through those glute bridges. And sometimes just turning on the glutes like that can really help relieve some of the low back pain people might be having.
Yeah, I know that I've done those quite a bit at home, and I like you stand up and your glutes feel like, I've never felt my glutes like this my entire life, but your back feels really good. And sometimes, I don't know if you've seen this on people, like when they can't touch their toes because their back is stiff, they do this and they can almost touch their toes, or they gain like this much range.
Yeah, I definitely had that before.
Yeah, so since you tortured me, I'm going to torture you the next one. So the next one is going to be another glute one, but this one's going to be more for a single side, so you can do it for both. We're only going to torture down probably on one side. And so go ahead and line your side for me. I call these the accordions. The important point, and you can obviously do it on the floor too, is you want to make sure that this area of the knee is doing the work, and you're going to know that you got it if you reach forward with this arm a little bit and just rock yourself into that side right there. So she's pushing into the table, she's denting it. Now, go ahead and come up. Good. Come down, keep pressure on that spot. Good, and so she's rolling a little bit, rolling. Good, back up. Good, now keep going. So she could go until she wants to throw up. She should feel it kind of on the bottom side of the cheek here. And the more you roll, the more you're gonna get it. So I'm gonna torture her a tad. You don't need someone to do this with you. But as soon as she gets down towards the bottom, slow me down. Push up. Slow me down. Hold. Breathe. In the nose, 3 seconds. Out the mouth, 6. Lower me down. Back up. One more time. I won't torture you too much. Slow. Turn, slow. Pause. Breathe. 3 seconds in. 6 out. And then lower me down real slow. So I would do this on both sides. You shouldn't feel this in the back. If you kind of rotate and turn, and you don't keep your hand and knee kind of in the straight line as you go, then you kind of twist the spine. And sometimes people with stiffness of the spine, their spine doesn't like it currently. But usually that's safe on most people.
Yeah. And my face may look like that was painful. It wasn't painful in my back though. It was just really turning my glutes on is what that was. So it might look scary, but try it first before you think that it is.
Yeah, it's pretty effortful, but it's not, it's just a big area of effort.
Whew, I gotta even it out now and walk in circles.
So you get the last one then.
All right, so I think that a lot of times we always, we give glute exercises for low back pain a lot, but sometimes we got to, or most of the time we actually put in core exercises. So I'm going to pick a really simple one that most people do at home, but we're going to tinker with it a little bit to make it harder on you and make sure you're doing it correctly. So go into a plank position for me.
Plank. Okay.
So not a normal plank. Most people plank on their knee or on their feet. I'm going to have Seb go, Neb, go down on your elbows for me. Okay. So we'll start flat like this, okay? Come up through here. Actually, look through the tunnel, Seb. So when I say look through the tunnel, he took his head and he's looking through his knees back here, and he came up like this, okay? First one, push me up through here. So he's driving through his elbows and he's coming up through his mid-back right here. Squeeze your glutes for me, hard, hard, hard. Good, that gave him a little bit more of a round right here and really turns on his core. You feeling core?
Yeah, I'm shaking.
And if you guys can't see it, he is shaking. And I'm gonna make him shake more. Without actually moving, he's gonna bring his elbows and knees closer together, and that'll turn the core on even more. You can have somebody try to push you over. Make sure you're nice and firm and stable. And you're gonna feel all belly work with this. If you're having low back pain with this one, see if the tensioning cues help. If that doesn't, then this isn't gonna be the one for you. Just let us know. We have a lot of other exercises we could give for you for the core.
So probably a good talking point on the plank is, why can't I just do a regular plank and hold it longer?
Most people actually can't hold that position very well.
This position or the plank one?
The plank one, like on the feet. Mm-hmm. People are holding that for like 5 hours. What's the record now? Something like 5 hours.
I'm sure they look like a drinking cow when they're...
Yeah, people compensate way too much in that one.
Yeah, so it sounds silly, but you know why a plank's called a plank? Because it's a plank. Yeah, and so people do this like kind of curvy stuff where they have arches in their back and so on. It's intended to be really stiff and straight. And that's why your pushing me was helpful to create some stiffness and rigidity, which in the core, we don't need strength for back stiffness, we need endurance. Mm-hmm. And so we need strength in the hips, but we need endurance around here, and that's why holding it for bursts of like 10 to 20 to 30 seconds in little breaks, and you just go until you're not broken, but until you got nothing left.
We don't usually give people like time limits to shoot for. We just say go until you just can't anymore and really feel your belly turn on.
Yeah. So what's another question maybe people have on the core with back stiffness? I think we should probably address this at this point, because some people might think, well, I don't know, I've done planks before, I've done glute stuff before, and it didn't work, and my back is still stiff. Why would I do more of it? Well, the
first thing is does it help, at least in the meantime when you do try it, but maybe just the stiffness comes back? That sometimes is something people bring up. If it does work for you while doing it, just do it more. See if just doing it more every day or twice a day or something of that sort can help you, at least for the time being.
Mm-hmm. And we do have some other videos too on things that would help. This is kind of like this stuff, these exercises, is kind of like step 2 of like a 4-step process of recovery. It builds supports. Sometimes though, when you're building the supports and building the core and strength of the hips and so on, it's helpful first to reduce a problem. Let's just say if you have a disc herniation that's really active, you might want to reduce that first by doing a certain series of exercises which work really well that will make your core and glute stuff stick. Because it won't stick if there's still something going on under the surface, and we have other videos on that.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of videos on disc herniations.
Too many.
So where do you find those?
You find them on our channel on YouTube. So somewhere you can click on our channel and press subscribe. And then when you're on the actual page, you can search disc herniation or best exercises for low back, things of that sort. Hip pain. You know what I'm trying to get at here.
I'm gonna let you struggle. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, but I think that's pretty much it. You can go on our channel, you can just search, and we have tons and tons of videos and libraries for you guys to go through.
Yep. Remember, put your favorite exercise at the bottom, the one that you thought, wow, this one's really cool, I like it, I'm going to share it with my friends. But share this video with people, okay? It's hard to find good information and challenging stuff, and I'm sure everyone's seen clamshells out there. Could have easily done a clamshell, but we might as well do something better, okay?
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Well, guys, we're located in Huntington Beach, California. If you guys are located anywhere near us and would like to come see us, just shoot us an email, give us a call. We would love to chat with you, talk about your symptoms and what we think would be best for you. If you're not in the area, we do have online virtual options as well. Tons of options to meet you guys where you're at. You just have to either comment or shoot us an email at info@p2sportscare.com, and we'd love to chat with you.